Hello YouTube. First off, I'd like to shout out to all the management and guys and girls at NVS. So thank you very much for watching the videos, subscribing, and please leave some comments. Thank you. So thanks again for that. Just keep watching the videos. Today I'm going to be talking about the Norse gods. First of all, we're going to be talking obviously about Odin. And one of the myths with Odin, with the creation of the world, is with his brothers Vili and Ve. Now Odin's mother was a giantess. His father was a god. His name was Bor. And of course, in one of the myths, Odin and his brothers Vili and Ve, they had a battle with this giant, and it was gigantic. Of course, they fought him and they beat him. They actually cut him up into thousands of pieces, and they decided to make the world with him. Of course, his hair was the grass, and his teeth were the mountains, his blood was the sea and the rivers and the streams. Now after Odin and Vili and Ve had finished making the world, they sat down by a river, and as they sat down they saw a log drifting past, and it settled by the side of the river. Of course, they plucked it out of the river and decided for some reason they would make a man. Of course, they must have made a man and a woman, but in this account they only made a man for some reason. And they carved him out and they breathed the breath of life in him, of course, and that was the first man. There's lots of different other creation myths, and I will be talking about them. Anyway, Odin is All-Father, the father of the gods, and he's the god of death, the god of wisdom, the god of knowledge. Of course, he's the one that created the runes. Now, I think I've spoke about this before. That the story goes that Odin was hanging because he had to sacrifice himself for some reason. It doesn't really tell you why, I don't think. Yes, he was hanging on this tree with a spear in his side. He was dying, and as he was dying, I think something happened. I think it was his blood that dripped onto some leaves or something, and pardon. And when he woke, he saw the runes. I think it must have been like some sort of atonement for he'd resurrected. Of course, so that we've got the runes now. There's 24 runes altogether. Of course, in divination, there's 25 with the blank rune, and the blank rune is Odin's rune. There's many different runes, obviously, and each of them do correspond with each of the Norse gods. At a later date, I will be getting, because I have got a set of runes, I will be getting my runes, and I will be speaking about them, most probably showing you which is Odin's rune. Obviously the blank rune is one of them. He's got a few. Of course, Odin lives actually on the world tree. The world tree is Yggdrasil. It's actually a great ash tree. And of course, you've got the realm of the gods, which is Asgard. Now, you've also got the realm of the humans, which is Midgard. think you've got, well, there's 9 altogether. I think you've got Niflheim, Vanaheim. I'm not going to quote all of them because I'm not really sure. I will get the names and I'll post it on another video. But of course, one of them, I think it's, I'm not going to say it just in case I'm wrong, but one of the realms is where, of course, the frost giants dwell. And of course, the gods have a lot of trouble with the frost giants and with Loki himself. Loki is a god, classed as a god, but also I think his mother, or I think it was his father actually, was a giant. Just like Odin's mother was a giantess. So yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of trouble with Loki. You know, you've got obviously Thor. Thor is the god of thunder, the god of lightning, the god of strength, and the god of hope. I think I'm sure about that. Yeah. Of course, people used to pray to Odin, but if they needed strength or courage, they would pray to Thor. Of course, you've got another god, which is Tyr. He is the god of war, and he's the one that got his hand bitten off by Fenrir the wolf, because they tried to, well, they did capture him, and he put his hand inside the great wolf's mouth to stop him biting people. But unfortunately, he got his hand bitten off. So, yeah, I don't think that was a very good move, but there you go. Yeah. Odin's got a staff, not a staff, a spear. That's right, it's a spear. Even though in the movie it does depict him with a staff, I think, but yeah, it is actually a spear, and this spear is said to, wherever he aims it, it never misses its mark. He's also got an 8-legged horse named Sleipnir. And yeah, there is a few tales about Sleipnir in the sagas. And you've also got in the sagas he's a man, and his name is Sigurd. And Sigurd does actually have a horse named Gram, and Gram is actually descended from Sleipnir, which is quite fascinating. I don't know how 8-legged horse. Well, I'm not going to go through that, but yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go off the beaten path. So yes, I'm talking about the Norse gods. And just a quick general overview, really, of the Norse gods. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail until I've got more documentation by me. So nothing really jumps out at me at the moment. I'll get back to you on video 2 of the Norse gods. Thank you.